I am going to go for a walk right now because going for a walk is one of the most important things that I have to do every day. I have to do this in order to sleep. If I stop walking every day, then the brain health boost I get from walking goes away, and then I will lose the ability to sleep. I could test this really thoroughly and see if there's other things. But walking works. Ultramind Solutions says 30-minute walk is absolutely critical for brain health. You need to walk for at least 30 minutes a day continuously. And if you do that, then additional cardio is not significantly beneficial. If you don't do that, then it doesn't matter what else you do for exercise if you're not hitting that 30 minutes of steady state walking equivalent. So, as I'm making this video right now, I'm making this because I want to express this need to walk. Like, you gotta walk. I gotta walk. Walking aligns my body. If I don't walk, I don't work. My body doesn't work as well. My jujitsu gets all off. My lifting gets all off. My sex life gets all off. Like, everything gets off if I don't walk. It just doesn't work. My brain function is not optimal. My athleticism, it seems like walking is the basis of this thing. Same way when kids are little, they bridge and stuff, and that becomes the basis of rolling over, which becomes the basis of crawling, which becomes the basis for standing up, which becomes the basis for walking, which becomes the reinforcing mechanism for pretty much every other human activity. It's just how it works. Now, I could stay on topic, but I just feel this sense of mounting I don't know. I feel interesting. I haven't smoked weed or taken Adderall in a while. I feel like drugs are interesting. Sometimes you feel like you can't stop taking them no matter what. Other times you can just stop, put it down, leave it. Doesn't matter. It's the easiest thing in the world. But I know if I went back to weed, then I'd need Adderall again. And this weird little stable island I find myself on would disappear under the sea like Atlantis. And I'd be back to needing Adderall, needing weed. I feel like Adderall is this sort of Orientalism in a pill. It kind of makes me fit in. I feel normal on it. I can't do normal. I remember years ago, before the last bout of insomnia, I was in Providence, Rhode Island, and I was living there, and I remember looking out. Also I'm living in Providence, but I don't live in Providence anymore. That could be part of the solution. So I'm looking out, and I remember thinking, I feel completely normal. I feel normal. I feel like the psychiatry worked, did the thing. I feel normal. And something felt profoundly wrong. But I couldn't put my finger on it because that's not what normal people do. I didn't like that. It was not to my preference. Did not enjoy it per se, but I was a normal person. Normal people just go about their life. So I was kind of just going, and I wasn't really normal, though. This is the thing. I wasn't really normal. I was still working viciously on figuring out what was wrong with me, what caused this insomnia to come back and then go away and then come back again. I knew I was making it go away by the things I did, but I couldn't articulate how in scientific terms yet. And so I was coaching people who had insomnia. I was making videos about insomnia. I was making content about insomnia. I was researching insomnia. I was reading books about metabolism and everything I could get my hands on. This is the time I read Strong Medicine, Metabolic Typing Diet. But I felt normal. Days made sense. Time was linear. I'd wake up in the morning. I'd have a normal amount of energy to do the things I had to do that day. And then I would, in my brain, every moment was anticipating the next moment, as though the routine were scheduled pattern. And that itself was the stability that held the world together. No longer feel that way at all. I feel like the world is held together by... It's very chaotic. It's this massive, wonderful dance. It's a tango, it's an orchestra, it's a cathedral. It's a ball of cloth and string and fire and water and air and clouds becoming themselves and coming into themselves and dissipating within themselves as they intensify, abate, and burn. I feel like I don't even... I feel completely in the current that Tocqueville, the Frenchman, spoke of. That's what I feel. I feel the current. I feel everything that I do to pull myself out of the current is against my own soul. To even make this video about walking is to deny the current. The current is the ever-present now that is always unfolding and always comprehensible and incomprehensible. It is everything. And to step outside that current would be to not exist. So why call this Orientalism? Why say that Adderall has immunized me against Orientalism? Because I think Orientalism is this belief in collective society. An Oriental person would say, if no one else has bought this, it must not be that good. If no one else has acted on this thought, it must not be that profound. A Western mind says, no one else has acted on this thought, I shall be the first, and I shall make it profound in my name. Now that could be delusion. Often it is. But the Oriental man could also be wrong as well. This is why people have kind of self-organized this way. We've said, okay, people who are more conservative will go Oriental. Orientalism is much more conservative. They have much more conservative beliefs about women. If you read the Odyssey, that is not an Oriental work. Women should be seen and not heard in the Orient. Why? Well, woman doing stuff produces instability. We don't value instability. If there was a good idea to be produced by instability, it would already been produced and then we'd have it. But you don't have instability, so how would you know about the ideas produced by instability? Shut up and get back to work, or we'll replace you with another Chinaman. It's the way it is. Yes, Boo! Oh, I miss you too. I miss you so much. I'm going to finish this video and then walk and then come give you all the love that you need. That's the current. I can't remove myself from it. I can't budge. I must be in the thick of things. I must be pulled in a million directions at once, or else I do not know where I am. If I'm not being pulled in a million directions at once, then I'm not in the center. If I'm not in the center, I don't know where I am. I must be in the center of things. That is how things are. I must be in the center of thought as well. I must be within the unifying principle of thought. or I don't know where I am. I must be participating in the thoughts that generate everything, or I don't know where I am. So I'm in New England. It's the center of the world right now. You could argue that Silicon Valley is not the center of the world, but I would say that most of y'all just moved from New England. So how many generations you've been there? How many immigrant families set up multi-generational things there? There's too much chaos. New England is the Orient of America. That's how it is. It's the West of America. It's the East. It's the Orient of America. Jews are the Orient of Western civilization. It's not bad. It's just what it is. It's more conservative culture. Though in some sense they have interesting attitudes towards women. I mean, this is what interests me. Like this right here. This is what fascinates me. What's going on here? What was going on in Egypt? What's going on with these sex things? Like homosexuality. I'm reading Sexual Personae right now, and it's just like it's so interesting. It's so fascinating. I get into all these ideas, but I'm always in these ideas. Never anywhere else. I guess I'm inviting you into these ideas. Come for a walk with me. Listen to some of my ideas.